Hi friends, I'm Sarah from Urban Lotus Project. Welcome to 15 minutes of yoga. We're going to start out in a comfortable seat. So you might need a prop, a blanket, a towel, a pillow. So go ahead, press pause, go get whatever you might need to allow you to sit comfortably on the floor. And then welcome back. So you see, I have a blanket, I've rolled it up. And what I'm going to do to get into my comfortable seat is I'm going to sit just on the edge of the blanket or the towel. And if sitting isn't your thing, maybe you just come up onto your knees and just allow your thighs to rest back on your feet. What we're looking for here is a nice long spine. So the prop allows us to lower our hips so that our spine can stay nice and long. And get the wiggles out. And then come into your comfortable seat. We're going to just look straight ahead, or maybe if it feels right, close your eyes. We'll just forget about whatever's happened before we came to our mat. And maybe stick our to-do list in an envelope and put it out into another room. It'll be there when we're done. Let's just try and stay in this moment right here. Yeah, and our mind starts to wander. It's completely normal. But one way we can come back to the present moment is with our breath. So I invite you to begin to notice your breath as you settle into the long spine, feeling your sits bones pressing into the earth, and just feel what you feel. No need to change anything right here. Just coming into this moment in time. And then if you did have your eyes closed, you can blink them open. And we will begin to change our breath a little bit. So I invite you, I'm going to turn to face the camera, but stay in whatever position is comfy to you. We'll just place our hands on our tummy. And as you inhale, feel your tummy fill up like a balloon. And as you exhale, feel the balloon deflate. Your belly button goes back toward your spine. Inhale, also notice how your spine gets long. And then as you exhale, feel yourself supported by the earth. One more like that. And then we're going to begin to lengthen the breath. I will count for us. So we'll inhale for 4, exhale for 4, inhale for 5, exhale for 5, inhale 6, exhale 6, and then we'll come back down 5 and 4. So place your hands wherever they're comfortable, maybe that's just in your lap. And again, I invite you to close your eyes and just be in the moment. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll come down the mountain now. 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 1. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep inhale and let it go out your mouth. Keeping the spine nice and long, staying rooted into the earth with your sits bones. Let's change the cross of our feet if you have your feet crossed. So if your right foot is in front, mostly if you're right-handed, your right foot's going to be in the front. We'll put the left foot in front just to get some evenness in the hips. And now we're going to bring in a little twisting movement. So as you inhale, bring your hands out wide, arms wide. Slowly bring your palms up to touch overhead. As you exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So you bring your left hand on the outside of your right knee, your right hand behind you. And as you inhale, feel the long spine as it reaches from the earth up to the sky. As you exhale, maybe you take a gentle twist. And if you'd like to look back behind you or just take your chin gently down to your back elbow, whatever feels best on your neck. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist. One more right here. Inhale, long. Exhale, twist. On the next inhale, our arms come out wide, reaching up overhead, palms touch. We're going to the other side for those 3 twists. So your left hand is behind your left hip, right hand is on the outside of your left thigh. Inhale into a long spine, getting tall. Exhale, gentle twist. Inhale, long. Exhale, twist. Maybe you take your chin toward your back shoulder. Or maybe you look over your back shoulder. Whatever feels good in your neck. Our necks are a little stiff right now. I think we're all using devices and looking down at our paperwork. So just be gentle. One more twist here. And then as you inhale, bring your arms up. This time we're going to exhale, reach the arms forward, trying to keep those sits bones on the earth, reaching your hands forward. Yeah, maybe you come further and you come all the way down, or maybe you're here. It doesn't really matter. We're just looking for a little bit of stretch, just warming up the spine. Maybe rocking side to side, walking the fingertips up and down, and noticing our breath. Allow the breath to be the first thing that happens, and then the movement. So as you inhale, slowly walk your fingers in toward your legs. Yeah. And then we're going to roll onto our knees. Or if you're on your knees, you're just waiting for us to catch up to you. And then we're all going to come on to the balls of our feet and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders come up last, shrug them up toward your ears, and then down your back. We're going to move a little bit here, get a little warm. You might feel your heart beat a little bit here. So I'm going to do a side view for this first one. Follow along. We'll inhale the arms out wide to the side, just like we did when we were sitting, bringing the palms to touch. As you exhale, we're going to bring the arms back out. We're going to hinge at the hips and bring the top of our head toward our mat. If you have that blanket or towel, maybe it allows you to bring your hands a little closer to the floor so the top of the head is facing our toes or the mat. Inhale, shine your heart forward, bring more weight into the toes of your feet so you have a nice long spine. You're in a half lift. As you exhale, welcome the forward fold again. On an inhale, bend at your knees as much as you need to, sweeping the arms out wide. And we'll exhale, bring the hands to heart center. We're going to do that again. 2 more times. We're going to match the breath to the movement. We're going to start with the breath. Allow the breath to drive the movement. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide and up overhead. Exhale, arms come out wide again as you hinge at the hips. forward folding, top of head toward mat. Inhale, half lift, shine your heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend into your knees as much as you need to. Slowly roll up. Maybe it's one vertebrae at a time. And we bring our hands to our heart. One more, just like that. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, we're hinging at the hips and folding. Inhale, half lift. Maybe your hands are on your thighs today. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, this time everyone keep your arms heavy by your sides. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring your shoulders up last and allow them to drop down your back. Maybe close your eyes here. Notice how you're feeling. Notice your breath. Can you hear your breath now? Maybe you can feel it. It's okay if you're not sure. Maybe it helps to put your hands on your belly again and feel the balloon as it inflates on the inhale. And as you exhale, your belly button goes back toward your spine. Maybe you had your eyes closed for that part. We'll blink them open. Maybe shake it out just for a second here, just so we get back into where we are. And we'll bring our feet together. Maybe your big toes touch and your heels are out. Or maybe your feet are hip width distance apart. So hip width distance is like this. It's along the femur bone, the thigh bone. This is a little too wide for the next movements. But if it feels good, do what feels good for your body. We're going to rock back and forth on our toes, seeing how it feels to get completely even in the soles of our feet. Yeah. Yeah. And then when you feel like you're completely rooted in the earth, we're going to keep our right leg exactly where it is. And we're going to bring our left foot, sole of foot, to our right ankle. Hands can be on your hips, especially to make sure that you're not leaning onto one side. We're going to become trees. So maybe you're looking for a little more challenge. If you are, you could bring the sole of your foot up your calf, or maybe even onto the inner thigh. We want to avoid the knee joint, and I'm going to stay right here. So our right leg is rooted into the earth, like it's the roots of the trees and the trunk, and our left leg is a branch. And once you feel completely stable, maybe you'd like to bring your upper branches out. Yeah. And you can gaze straight ahead, or maybe you'd like to take a look up at that place where the ceiling and the wall meets. Is usually a good spot. Still breathing, leading with that inhale as your tree grows closer to the sky. And as you exhale, feeling yourself rooted into the earth. One more in stillness, just like this. And then, if you'd like, you can see what happens when the wind blows. Is your tree tall and steady? One hint, the breath will help you. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Couple more, just like this. We'll bring our hands back to our waist, and we'll inhale left knee up. So your thigh is parallel to the mat, flexing the left toes. Just for a little bit of a balance. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you bring your right hand on the outside of your left knee, and maybe your left arm reaches behind you, or maybe it just stays right there. Yeah, ooh. We're really rooted into this foot and we're breathing. That's helping us stay balanced. Yeah, and then we'll bring the left foot down. We'll shake it out. Shake out that right leg. Shake out the arms. And we'll come back to a strong standing position, feeling our feet heavy into the earth, feeling our spine nice and long, energizing through our legs. And notice how you feel. Maybe one side's feeling a little more tired. Maybe you're not sure. We're going to go to the other side. So you're going to root into your left foot. Remember, it's going to be the trunk, and your feet are going to be the roots of your tree. Hands on your waist. We'll bring the right sole of foot into the left ankle. Yeah, so your right toes stay on the mat. And then again, if you're looking for more, you can bring your foot up to your calf or to your inner thigh. But if you start to really wobble or you're sideways, maybe back out of it. Maybe that's your body's way of saying, today, my balance is asking for this pose. If you lose your breath, that's another hint to back out. Treat yourself nicely. Bring your branches up. Feeling your fingers, the leaves, rustling in the wind. Belly button is in towards spine. Deep inhale, reaching those branches further up. On the exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, one more. Exhale. We'll bring our hands back to our waist. We'll inhale, right knee up. So the right thigh is parallel to the floor and we're flexing our toes. Really rooting into that left foot. Deep inhale, pulling the belly button in toward the spine on the exhale. One more breath here. And then we'll bring that foot back down, shake it out. And I think we're ready to come to the floor. So come on down, however you'd like to, slowly or quickly, and we'll come into a seated position. We're going to bring the soles of our feet. I'm going to make sure my feet show. Yeah, soles of the feet together. And your hands, maybe they go on your ankles, or maybe you interlace your fingers around the outside edges of your feet. Whatever feels good. The pose is your pose. So whatever feels right for your body. And then maybe look down and open up your feet so you see the soles of your feet, sort of like a book. Just adding a little more stretch here. Deep breath, lengthening the spine, and on the exhale, sink into the earth, shine your heart forward. One more breath here. We'll use our hands on the outsides of our knees to bring the knees together. And then as you do, you'll roll down slowly. Bring your knees with you, so hands on your shins. And we'll roll down slowly, wrapping our forearms or our hands, holding on to the shins, just drawing the knees in a little toward your chin. Tuck the chin a little more toward your heart. When we're like this, maybe looking back, we're actually shortening our spine. We're crunching into the neck. So let's try to lengthen the neck. It is part of the spine after all. Yeah. And then as you inhale, draw your knees in closer just a little bit more. And as you exhale, bring both arms out to a T. Take one more inhale. And then allow your knees to drop to your right side. I know I'm doing left, but go ahead and do right. And if you feel like your legs are way up in the air too unsupported, you can take hold of your prop. Use your trusty feet if you're too lazy to get up and get it. And then just allow your knees to rest comfortably. So we're just taking a gentle twist here. If you'd like, you can take your gaze over your left shoulder, or you can look straight up at the ceiling. Deep inhale, filling the belly, and on an exhale, enjoying the twist. One more breath here. And we'll bring the knees and the gaze back to center, and then go on over to the other side. So knees drop to the left. Bring your prop with you if you'd like. And you can gaze either straight up at the ceiling or maybe over to the right side. Enjoying the twist. Sometimes it's a little harder to breathe when we're twisted and compressing some of our organs. So really focus as you inhale into the tight corners. Exhale, feeling the space in your body. One more deep inhale. And one more exhale. Your knees and your gaze come back to center. One more arm wrap around the shins. Bring the head up to meet the knees. Deep inhale here, and as you exhale, allow your legs to go long down your mat. Feet out wide, maybe as wide as your mat. Let your feet just flop out however they will. Arms by your side. And take a moment here to tuck your shoulder blades underneath and draw your chin a little more toward your heart again, so we're lengthening the spine. Take up space on your mat. We've moved, we've increased our heart rate, we've gotten warm. This is our time to let our body rest. It's our time to do nothing. No need to even control the breath. But if your mind starts to wander ahead of where we are in this moment, yeah, come on back to the breath. You count your breaths. We'll just be here about 30 seconds. Slowly become aware of your breath, staying still, but just noticing your breath as it naturally deepens again. If you'd like, you can introduce a little bit of movement into your fingers and your toes, maybe a little more into the wrists and the ankles, making little circles one direction and then the next. Take a long stretch, arms overhead, feet together, just like that good morning stretch. Nice and long, deep inhale. As you exhale, draw your knees in toward your heart. And then gently roll to one side. Use your bottom arm as a pillow, top hand rooted into the earth. And just notice how you feel. Notice what happens when you mindfully move and when you allow your breath to be the driver of that movement. When you feel ready, press yourself up into a comfortable seat, just like at the beginning. Eyes can remain shut, or maybe they're open, gazing softly at nothing in particular. Take a deep inhale. Reach the arms out wide and up overhead. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. We'll place the right hand on top of the heart and the left hand on top of the right hand. Just noticing our heartbeat. And when we practice yoga, at the end, there's a word we say together. The word is namaste. And the simple translation, the most meaningful one to me, is when you are at your best and I am at my best, and we see that in each other, we are even better and we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing, taking care of yourself. Make sure to have some water when you're off your mat today. And I really hope that we get to see one another in person really soon. In the meantime, stay well, stay safe, be happy.